coming back to church, or maybe contemplating coming back to church, but you're one of those people that went to a private school and might have been forced to go to chapel, and that brings up certain feelings. I've got a couple of things to say about that today. I am Warren, the rector here at St. Columba's. Glad you could join me for my message of the day. Yes, perhaps you did go to chapel in your school age years, and like everything at school, you were forced to go. And now here you are, starting to come back to church, thinking about coming back to church, or knowing that soon you will be coming back to church, even if it's just a few times a year, perhaps more. What to do with your feelings about your chapel experience from the past? Well, I've got a couple of suggestions. The first is to remember that for all of us, our school career was conducted under compulsion. Even for students who loved the whole school experience, and they might have never felt under compulsion to go to school, they actually were. If they had ever changed their mind, they would still have to go. But for most of us, there's at least a period in our school career, if not longer, where we feel the compulsion, or perhaps there's certain parts of the school day or week or year where we feel or felt under compulsion. Chapel might be one of those experiences. And it's one of that compulsion is one of the reasons why chapel and schools themselves can never be a church. Everyone at school is there under some kind of compulsion. Teachers, students, admin staff, everyone under some variant at least of compulsion. But as an adult, church is not compulsory. And that's why it can be church for you and I, and not school chapel, for instance. Coming to church might evoke certain feelings, but the adult recognition that coming to church as an adult is not going to chapel as a child. And none of us, when we come to church, are under any legal obligation to be there. And this, I think, is important. It's an important recognition because it can ease some of the feelings by distinguishing one's current experience from the past. So, church is not chapel. Chapel was under compulsion. Church is not. Now, in conjunction with this, it might also help to examine why you are coming back to church. Perhaps something is stirring within you, a sense of what I might call transcendence. What has happened to bring you to this point? Who do you attend church with, perhaps? Maybe that's important. What are the people you meet? What else is church bringing out of you in your life? What is it challenging? What is it questioning? What is it affirming? All these things that we are learning. These questions and their answers can lead us to further distinguish church from chapel and to grow as people. Now, of course, many people appreciated chapel in their lives and the work of the chaplain and others. In this case, when coming back to church, chapel to church might be a nice segue rather than an experience that has to be distinguished between the two. So instead of trying too hard to distinguish between chapel and church, people who liked the whole chapel experience and their chaplain, they can let church and chapel supplement each other. Either way, I encourage you to continue to think about coming back to church, or if you're here, to work the feelings and to recognise what you're experiencing right now at church. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.